Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger Ranking. Want y'all to like, subscribe, share. Definitely hit the notification bell. If you'd like to follow me on any other platforms, uh, Cash App. I mean, the everything's in the description. If you like to support the channel, Cash App is in the description of this channel. With that being said, this video. With that being said, let's get this show on the road.
You are watching a master at work.
Reaching out, reaching out to touch a stranger. Ooh, electric eyes are everywhere, everywhere. See that girl? Ooh, she likes the way I stay. raining hard as hell out here, y'all.
Picture this. Saving up to 10% when you bundle your home and auto insurance with USAA. Some things just...
It's raining hard as hell, bro. Yeah, I was about to go to Willoughby Live. Somebody, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Sugar Ray Leonard is one of the greatest boxers who have ever lived. But now he's afraid for his life. Yeah, fam, let's get into this article.
And why is he afraid for his life?
This is on ampamp.market, so check this out. Boxing legend Sugar Ray Leonard asks judge for restraining order against son Daniel. He's a drug addict and a thief. You can file this under reports I never thought I would make. Sugar Ray Leonard built his legendary boxing career on composure in the most brutal settings. But the former world champion is now facing a deeply personal fight inside his own family. Leonard filed a request for a restraining order against his youngest son, Daniel Leonard, after an alleged confrontation at the boxing icon's Pacific Palisades home and a later arrest for allegedly violating a court order. In the filing obtained by the California Post, Leonard made a series of disturbing claims about Daniel's alleged addiction, behavior, and impact on the family. My son Daniel has been a drug addict for 7 or 8 years at least, Leonard wrote in a handwritten declaration. His behavior has gotten worse over the years. He has overdosed 4 times. They had to bring him back to life 2 times at the hospital. He has stolen extreme amounts of money, valuable items. He steals every day for years. The 68-year-old boxing great asked the court to order Daniel to stay 100 yards away from him, his wife Bernadette, his home, job, and vehicle. He also requested that Daniel move out of the family's Pacific Palisades residence. The restraining order request followed 2 incidents Leonard said happened in May. According to the filings, the first took place on May 19th at Leonard's home. We had a physical altercation where he pushed me and it got ugly, Leonard wrote. The police officers were needed at that moment. The police officers came and Daniel was escorted off our property because of where things were headed. Leonard said he was given a temporary restraining order after the encounter. The following morning, Daniel allegedly returned to the property and was arrested for violating the order. Los Angeles County jail records show Daniel was taken into custody around 6:45 a.m. on May 20th and released on May 22nd. A hearing related to the alleged restraining order violation is scheduled for June 25th. The Los Angeles Police Department told TMZ that officers responded to the 1500 block of Amalfi Drive in West Los Angeles after receiving a report of a restraining order violation at a
Look like his son, and he cutting up. It look like he like, I ain't going. And he like, he ain't going for it.
private residence. Security personnel reportedly contacted authorities after Daniel allegedly tried exterior door handles before officers found him near a pool house. A judge granted part of Leonard's request, ordering Daniel stay at least 100 yards away from Leonard and Bernadette and to move out of the home. The judge said additional facts were needed for the order to include Leonard's adult daughter, Camille, as a protected party. The temporary order is set to remain in place until June 15th, when a hearing is scheduled to consider whether it should be extended. Leonard's filing made clear the emotional weight behind the legal move. I love my son, but he has become a danger not only to himself, but to his family, Leonard wrote. My wife is extremely afraid along with my daughter, Camille. He added, his behavior has gotten worse every day. We haven't had a day of peace in 9 years, which is the reality of his addiction. Scared for my family. Then it goes on to talk about Sugar Ray Leonard's boxing record, 36-3-1. He was one of the most celebrated champions in boxing history. He did become the face of the sport at one point. Daniel is the youngest of Sugar Ray Leonard's 4 children. The former champion shares Daniel and Camille with Bernadette, whom he married in 1993, and has 2 older sons, Ray Charles Jr. and Jarrell, with ex-wife
Ray Charles Jr.
Juanita Wilkinson. Ain't that something, fam, how when you get older, it don't matter how tough you were, when you get older, you get fragile. You know, like his son trying, you can't imagine anybody running up on Sugar. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, man. Even at 68, I'm pretty sure he can still do some damage. Obviously, he's not in tip top like he was, you know, in his prime. But Sugar Ray Leonard still look like he in good shape, especially to be his age. And I'm pretty sure he could have put hands on his son even at 68. I can't see myself dropping off significantly by the time I'm 68. I think as long as you take care of yourself, you eat good, and you know, stay away from that hard stuff, I think you'd be all right, you know? Get your rest, drink a lot of water. You'd be all right, you know? Yeah. But anyway, fam, anybody out there that has a family member that's going through addiction, I feel for you because I know how hard it is. I've had family members that have been addicted, and it is a tough, tough thing to go through. If you're going through addiction, keep on going. Keep on going, you're gonna get through it. But you gotta want it now. You know how it is, fam. You can't want something more for somebody than they want for themselves. And I'm sure this 9 years, he said they ain't had no rest. In 9 years. 9 years. So that means that I'm sure they intervened. I'm sure they tried to put him in rehab. You know, they talked to him. They tried to, you know, buy him things, you know, like help him, assist him in every way. I'm sure, because Sugar, I don't know him personally, but I know people that know him, and everybody that I know, they say he's a stand-up dude. So I'm not going to think anything other of him. I just think that when it comes to this thing called addiction, you absolutely cannot help a person until they're ready to help themselves. Now, that's what I see. Wow, like this dude running up on his daddy, something is going to happen. He said that his son has been, has OD'd 4 times. Like 2 times they had to bring him back. Yeah, this don't look good at all. I mean, he seems like he's on the verge of crashing out. And how did he get back into the family? How did he get back on the property? Like, you know, or maybe you don't live in a gated community, but you know, you knew he was coming back because he really has nowhere else to go. And that's the cold part. Like, making that call to cut off a loved one who's addicted to drugs, that's one of the hardest calls you're gonna make in your life. That's harder than making a call that's saying somebody died, you know, where you have to tell a loved one that a loved one passed. That's tough to do, right? But we're talking about a living creature, a living loved one, and you knowing that this person is on a path to destruction. And there's really nothing that you can do but save yourself. You gotta save yourself. If this person's gonna self-destruct anyway, you cannot allow.
I'm about to call my goddamn girl, bro. Ain't nobody really on her like that, so we'll go to 20 minutes and then I'm finna damn, bro. Like y'all come in here as soon as I'm about to get up out of here, but okay, that's cool. We'll rock. We can rock. You see, AG, I gotta get it. I gotta cut my shit. My shit. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? That shit goddamn. But I ain't gonna lie, Twin like that shit like that. She like it rough. She don't like my shit. She be like, why do you have to line it up so smooth? I be like, baby, I'm trying to goddamn, you know what I'm saying? This is what it is. But she don't like when I line my shit up. She like that shit rough. She want that Duck Dynasty out here. She want that Duck Dynasty. Hey, G, remember when, hold on, remember the time when we was on top of the hill. Nigga came through that bit and was like, hey, you seen a little pretty little thing going down the hill. He thought it was a pretty little thing. And we was like, nah, bro, that's not a pretty little thing. That's that man got, and he said, oh, I know. Like, nigga, what? Man, cut it out, bro. We was looking at that nigga like, well, we were looking at that nigga like, that nigga said, I know. What? Nigga, you know that's a nigga like, what does that say about you, sir? Like, what does that say about you?
To take you out with them. They're going down. More than likely, they're going to go down. So if you're going to help them, you absolutely help them, but you got to help them from a distance because the drugs at this point controls them. As no matter how close you are, it don't matter if it's your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. It doesn't matter how close y'all been through all the years, all the ups and downs, everything y'all been through. The drugs control them now. And the drugs say, do this, do that. The drugs is the most important thing in their life. Not you, not their children, nothing. The drugs. So you're not getting.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I got a cousin, man. I got a younger cousin. That man he been on that hard for years, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga stole his mama puppy, nigga. Bro, like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know if you steal a puppy, nigga. I don't think you could go back from that, sir.
With a sane person, you're dealing with the drugs. And this is why I stayed.
This man sold his mama puppy. His mama puppy. Like, what?
Away from drugs growing up, fam. I was like, man, I seen addiction close up. I seen it close up.
It really ain't funny. It be funny sometimes, but it really ain't funny because it's an addiction, bro. It's like, you know, these folks, that's how they rocking out here. Like, they ain't got nothing else going on. Like, crack.
People hit themselves with that heroin. I seen it. And I was like, I didn't like, you know, what it made them become. Like, I would look at a person lost their family, they lost their car, they lost their job. Some of them lost their teeth, they lost their minds. Just lost.
She said they lost their teeth. Not lost their motherfucking teeth out here. You lost your teeth. What? What boy say he lost his teeth out here?
Lost everywhere, just losing stuff, you know, losing your best friend, losing your dignity, you know, like losing, ain't nothing but losses associated with drugs. Nothing but losses. And some people who got addicted to drugs, they thought that they were strong enough to handle it. You are not strong enough to handle drugs. It's called a drug for a reason. You cannot handle drugs. The drugs handle you. The drugs control you. So if the drugs control you and you don't know how your body is going to respond, because everybody's body responds differently to a certain amount of drugs also. So,
yeah, that Willie D, you know that Willie D, bro. Hey, shout out Willie D, man. Shout out Willie D, everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog, bro. That's a hip hop legend I have, bro. You know what I'm saying? He might not be the best interviewer. We'll just say the best interviewer. He might not be the best interviewer. But still coming with that fire.
you don't know what your body is going to do until you put that stuff in you. And you can try it one time. And
like you say, you can try it one time. Because, see, drugs affect people differently. And that it can affect people this way or that way. And, like, you got some people, they could be doing drugs. They could be functional, got good paying jobs, all of that shit. Then you got people that could be just like junkies.
And it'll send you on a 9-year path to destruction. So you gotta be careful about that. You don't wanna do that. You don't want, that's just a chance that I was not willing to take. I like the idea of being in control of my own brain.
Yeah, do too.
You know, I don't like the idea of somebody else controlling my movements, like that. So that's why I stayed away from drugs. It wasn't because I thought, well, I'm too good for that. But at the end of the day, I guess I was too good for that because I was looking at the big picture. I'm playing the odds. Everybody I know that was strung out on drugs went down a path to destruction. Look at even, what's her name? Nat King Cole's daughter, Natalie Cole. The stories I heard about Natalie Cole, I was like, nah, man, y'all did what? I mean, I heard firsthand accounts. Y'all did what? To Natalie Cole? Like, man. So you got people out there.
Somebody said, it's me again. Who are you? Wait a minute. Who are you?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
That will give you that stuff so they can control you. They'll tell you, come on here, Eddie. They can control you. Or they'll give it to you so you can lose control. Sometimes people give them drugs because they don't like the idea that you're doing well or that you control your own brain.
I'm gonna try to mess you up. That's true.
They don't like that. They want to see you cut up. They want to see you act a fool.
They want to see you just destroy it. Like, bro, you got to be careful who you around out here in this world, bro. Please be careful, y'all. Be careful who y'all around out here in this world, man. Like, don't just throw yourself out here around any and everybody because it could be detrimental to you, like your future, your health, all that.
And they're going to give it to you, and then once you start losing it, they're going to distance themselves, and then they're going to let.
Hey, got my nigga King back up in this bit. What's up, King? Hey, King, bro, hey, what you want to talk about, man? Hey, bring up a story from the past, bro, so we could talk about that shit. Bring up a story. I know one story. So like me and my homie, we be on some shit. Like we be on some like futuristic type of shit. We already know what's gonna happen before it happen. And it was one day. We was working at this job for a long time, bro. We was working at this job for a long time, man. Just, getting out, just doing our thing, coming in every day, all that type of shit. That's what me and King was doing. That my boy G Money. But one day we was going to the job, and he said, I got a funny feeling, like bro, what do you call it? Spider, it was tingling, like it was like he just felt something. Man, we went to the job. They say, oh, we just want to, go on into, we want to have like the family business out this bitch. Like we're gonna exclude everybody out. Ain't no but family in here. cut us out. And if it wasn't for me, bruh, my homeboy King, he like my homeboy G Money, he wouldn't have been able to even to get his shit, cause that's how I connected the dots, bro. I connected the dots, man. I worked like they came up there one day. They came and got me. Boom. I put King with, you know what I'm saying? It said, "You still kissing your homeboy, King in Atlanta." Bro, you alright, bro? You good, bro? I don't know, dog. Hey, King, bro. Like this nigga, you see this comment, bro. Like, bro, you was a real goofy out here, my nigga.
Laugh at you from a distance. There's people out there that have that mentality. And one of the worst things is those who come around you, who you get in relationships with, that do it to control you. That's what happened with Natalie Cole. She had a boyfriend who gave her some drugs so that he could control her. And he did. Man, Natalie was out there doing all kinds of stuff, man. Think about it. Whatever you think that come with that, Natalie Cole. God, man. Broken heart. Y'all be careful out there, fam. Sugar Ray Leonard say, man, salute, man. I hate that you and your family is going through this, but y'all, as I said earlier, keep going and you'll make it through. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.
Yeah, these niggas, I don't know what they got going on, bro. Y'all niggas some. Yeah, hey, bro. You good? You good, bro?
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? According to the National Center for Education Statistics, about 1 in 5 students, that's ages 12 to 18, report being bullied each year. That's about 3.2 million.
I don't know. Something was over there for a quick second. Hey, G. What's the name of the movie? What's the name of the movie? We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about what happened, but not the Wolf of Wall Street, but Catch Me If You Can looking ass nigga. Catch Me If You Can looking ass.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Catch Me If You Can face ass nigga. Hey, yeah, we did that shit, G. We did that, bro. We did that. Hey, G, we did that. You my nigga, bro. I fuck with you. That nigga, it was all like one of them videos where they be going in the bank and trying to cash a check. But hey, I was successful. I made that shit happen, bro.
He's right, you know.
Hey G man, we about to blow on this shit, bro. We about to blow on this shit. I promise you, my nigga. We about to blow on this shit, man. Blow on this shit, man. Stop playing with me out here, bro. Hold on, y'all. I might have to go back to the wonderful world of YouTube. Let me see. Let me see what they got going on. The wonderful world. Oh, you said topic? Mm, let me see. Let me see what the topic gonna be, Bridget. Hold on. Yeah, this thing, hey, my laptop acting a little crazy. Let me see. See what the topic gonna be. Hey, G, you seen that shit where the dude was talking crazy? Well, Lil Baby was talking crazy to the little nigga that came to the hood that was doing a vlog. You seen that? Put a one in the chat if you seen it. I don't know. I can't get the YouTube coming up. It ain't coming up. Ain't no YouTube. Oh no, yeah. I might play some music or something. Play some music or something. Hold on. Yeah, that was one of the ones I did on live, y'all. I did that. I made that beat on live. No, did I? I don't know. I don't know. I got all kinds of shit on here. I don't know. That's crazy. I'm a little girl on there. Got my little girl on there.
Willie D Live.
Yeah, I'm about to check out Willie D live, but I'm about to try to see if I can go to something else. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. Everybody read the Trapmore Ross oriented about Trapmore Ross.
David, you're cooked. Dirk, you might be cooked. Big you.
Yeah, we about to, this the update on everything.
Dude, I'm not sure yet. There's a whole bunch of trials that are going on right now, or they will be going on soon. There's currently a lot of legal preemptive work that needs to be done before some of the biggest names in rap and music and just crime at large actually go on trial. And I am probably going to be there. So if you've been following this channel for a little while, you'll know that I've now attended 2 court dates for David, their preliminary hearings for his trial. I know some people are mad because I said David trial day 2. It's really just like, the lead up, the whole thing, even the preliminary, it's all just wrapped up and leading up to his trial, okay? Like, I'll retitle those going forward. But basically, okay, I've been to 2 David court dates so far. I wanted to go to the Ampefe court date, but they didn't actually announce that where it was going to be held until after it happened. So anyway, I unfortunately missed that one, but I'm pretty sure going forward, maybe not every day, okay, but any key dates related to some of these cases, I'm going to try and attend them in person because I want to go further than the journalism that I've been doing. I want to give you guys way more insight to actually what's going on in the courtroom. I know I can't film in the courtroom, but I'm currently working on some things behind the scenes to ensure that I'm going to be able to be at every trial possible. So in this video, I'm going to give you an update on all of the trials that are currently going on, and not just LA, right? You might know that I'll be in LA. I went to the courthouse. But I'm talking anywhere in America. I might actually fly out and attend some of these trials in person just so I can keep track of what's going on. Because you know what? It turns out that in America, right, as an American, you got the right to observe justice as it's happening. Okay, I think that's beautiful. You know, in the UK, you can attend some kind of trials, some hearings. You know, you're not allowed to attend. Some hearings don't even have judges in the UK. How crazy is that? Or juries, they just let the magistrate just decide. He just decide what your fate is. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to let you know all the updates on the upcoming court dates, and I'm going to give you guys just some background onto what's going on with these cases. I want you guys to let me know in the comments which court dates you want me to attend to, which trial dates. I'm going to try and attend a few of them. Maybe I can't get to all of them, but you guys let me know in the comments which cases you want me to attend at trial, at preliminary, in person. I will go and sit in the courtroom. I'll go and look little dirt eye to eye, right? And I'm going to keep track of what's going on. So this is the first update that I'm going to give you guys, okay? So obviously the biggest case that we've been covering on this channel is the David case, okay? We're currently awaiting an update on the David case. Obviously the filing date, he was arrested on the 16th of April. The actual official charges were filed against him on 4/20 of all days, all right? So you know he's getting smoked at trial. And these are the serious charges, okay? It's a lot. All right, not just murder, but it's the special allegation of murder to prevent testimony, murder for financial gain, continuous.
Hey, who in here? Hey, King, you in here?
Essay of a child. These are serious charges, all right? So basically, all right, he has got a couple of dates coming up. He has got June the 17th for a preliminary hearing, and June the 29th for a further preliminary hearing. Now, I wonder whether this is something that's going to be kind of, ramping up, or whether there's going to be so much discovery that they might put off the more serious dates, and, we might not get a trial until next year. It really depends how much evidence the prosecutors are handing over to the defense, how much the defense are actually getting through, and, how much of a fight David's going to put up. Who knows? And bear in mind, all of these trials could suddenly end with basically just like someone taking a guilty plea. David could have a change of heart, take a guilty plea. He could pull a Jeffrey Epstein and check out. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen. This date might not even happen. Okay, we could be so lucky for him to, Epstein his way out of the situation. But anyway, we want to see him face real justice. And so this is the David update. All right, there will be a couple of dates going on next month. There was supposed to be a date, I believe tomorrow. I believe it got rescheduled. There was a previous date that I actually went to the courthouse for that ended up getting rescheduled on the day. So I didn't end up going to that one. But yeah, I've seen David in the flesh twice now, having attended the trial. At least the first time I went, there was a very big update. Unfortunately, I was out of town. I was in Vegas when the big paperwork dropped. And I was actually mad at myself that I didn't go for that one. So I'm going to be checking out.
Oh, he said make a beat. Might do a little sample fest. I might just. I'll rock something out for y'all. I'll rock something out. Let me see what I got going, Bridget. Hold on.
Pay attention to the footage captured outside a Chevron gas station on Collins Avenue in Miami Beach. It's 11:43 p.m. on a Friday night. A man and woman would lay in their own pool of blood in a minute from now. The lot is busy. Bright lights, loud music. From passing cars, and a stream of clubgoers in short dresses and flashy outfits.
buddy gone, my homie gone, so I'll probably just tap out at an hour. Ain't gotta be like 4 more minutes.
Moving between pumps. In the upper right corner of the camera frame,
Hey, King, if you in here put a one, I still made the beat. Put a one. If you in there, I ain't gonna do it.
a black SUV pulls in sharply. The driver leaves the engine running. Moments later, the door opens, and a man steps out wearing dark jeans and a gray hoodie. He looks directly across the lot. There, near pump number 3, stands a woman, 24 years old, long braids, red heels, and a sparkly clutch in her hand. She's laughing beside another man as they wait for the car to fill up. The man hoodie takes a few steps forward. He raises his arm. 3 flashes erupt from the muzzle before anyone reacts. The woman falls instantly. The man beside her collapses seconds later. Screams fill the air. The shooter runs back to his SUV, drives off toward the northbound lane, and disappears into traffic. That was the last stop of a trip that began hundreds of miles away. A trip planned to relieve stress, but ending with 2 lives gone, all because one man couldn't believe what he saw. This is the story of a boyfriend who
It's
followed
twisted
his girlfriend
crime.
to
I don't know. I don't even know what this
another
on.
man and killed them both on sight. His name was Darius Benton, 30 years old, from Columbia, South Carolina. He worked as an HVAC technician, known among neighbors as Quiet.
I used to live in Columbia, South Carolina. Well, I used to go to a college there, Benedict College.
Devoted to his girlfriend,
Hey, y'all kicking me in the comment cafe. Want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit notification bell. I'll play a beat until we go out.